And you said you would never read hentai. Ha ha! Joke's on you! Ah, that would be the last immature comment from me. Let's get to the review. A war is upon them, and after a series of hardship and misery, there is a time to uplift the spirit of two. As one would expect a love pairing to be confirmed by the end, Ishida has decided to confirm it once and for all. And what way to do it by going all the way. As comical yet realistically it can be with the two being amateur at it, it ends on an emotional level that we were seeking for. And I don't mean it as a pairing fan. Yes, Toka and Kaneki did kiss, so I lost my bet, but gladly to accept the loss. This chapter actually focused on the process of their lovemaking, and that's it. On the surface it sounds pointless and unnecessary. However, Ishida understands that this is actually a necessary moment. Much like younger target audience series with the process to kiss, this is the presentation of an awkward beginning, but once fully accustomed, is all set and love is presented in a sublime way. Last chapter was the startup for their love to become known to each other. What I like is how Kaneki actually kissed back, confirming that not only he loves her, but no longer backing away. Going back to the older chapter, it already indicated that he does love her, but trying to avoid the complications. Hence, he felt embarrassed to hear Sasaki made it too obvious. It was only a matter of who will make the move first, and Toka is the one to start. I love the fact that these two are, or were by the end, legitimately virgin, that watching them engaging the sex routine is like watching a romantic comedy with cliche virgin character. Basically, it's actually pretty hilarious, thus making this chapter pretty enjoyable. Kaneki's reactions are priceless. He has zero idea on how to feel about this, including the desire to grab Toka's breast. So upon touching them, he has this bedazzled look like Goddess has appeared before him. It's more humorous as it goes on further, including him looking pretty lost when he realizes her bra is still attached when Toka was removing them. Kaneki has that look of, oh my, I'm going to see them for the first time. Praise the sun. Make that two sons, Kaneki. His mind is mixed with comical comments, though underneath that, there's a genuine, deep emotion that I'll cover later. Toka's reactions are pretty funny as well. She may be tough, but she is a rookie at this, so her reaction felt realistic. She got awkward when Kaneki was making a possible goofy expression. Toka taking out her shirt is funny because how it holds the scene for a moment. I would say that she does lead him on to proceed to do what he can do to her, so I guess you could say she's his tour guide. Did I just say that? Perhaps the funniest one to me is when the sexual intercourse procedure finally begins. It's the moment of virginity is no more for both of them. Because of that, the first step is a rocky start in a sense, and Toka's reaction got me laughing. Kaneki looks like he accidentally stabs her. At least they become comfortable after the first step. In a way, you can't say the whole procedure of two newbies is, for lack of a better word, adorable. It has a charm of two characters that are new to love and trying their best to make it work, and they certainly succeeded. It's just not without awkward beginning and humorous reaction from the two. In that regard, that makes me like the pairing more so than ever. As comical it can be to watch them work it out, it presented in a touching way. No pun intended. Let's go with sincere. What makes it necessary is how it can tell a story of one or two characters and their emotional depth. Kaneki has been troubled for a long time, and so now as Toka. With Kaneki, you can read his thoughts and expressions that this is unheard of, something he wouldn't imagine to happen in his life, because love is new to Kaneki. It ends up being an uplifting spiritual moment that he needed for a long time. He constantly asks himself if this is real, reinforcing the thought of never expects this to happen in his life. Perhaps the last chapter did show a flag of need of a help, based on his expression. It's hard to say at this moment, but that would probably give a reason for Toka to take action. It could be very well be the reason on why she asked him about his virginity, because Kaneki is a body with a little soul remaining, ready to fade out. The visual and the sequence is well crafted to show how it would look like in real life if this were to be the very first time for a couple to engage a sexual intercourse. It can be humorous and it can be heartwarming in the sense of embracing happiness. There are plenty of realistic reaction or approach, including on how Kaneki continuously reaches to her for a kiss. There is some subtlety atmosphere when it comes to a page of them in the position ready to make a move. It's a sublime way of how two have become closer. It's not about pleasure for those who want to see them in action, rather their emotional ride that pulls them together. What stole the show are the last couple of pages. Kaneki begins to cry after he begins to have sex with Toka. Without saying the reason why, it's clear that he has finally received the happiness that was long forgotten. It reminds me when he addressed to Akira that he was lonely, so his words are genuine. Now he has found love and happiness with Toka. It also refers back when Sasaki met Toka for the first time, shedding tears almost the exact same way. This is happiness. After they were done, Toka looks happy and Kaneki sleeps soundlessly. That made the chapter so great. It's as if the fans are rewarded with tenderness of a parent confirmation and Kaneki finally achieved love and happiness. If only I know the next arc is the finale. I only say this because now I have to worry about the potential death among them. The arc that is closing in is emphasized deeply that it will be an all-out war and is almost guaranteed for a high death count. The fact it happens now only raises a question. Why now? I have seen series that a parent becomes canon in the midway and ends on a sad note. Whether they split up for a very long time or one dies, it's a scary experience that I wish Ishida would just tell me his long-term plan. I would love to know. If he does tell me, I will Area 51 his secret. Yeah, I said it. Now, don't get me wrong. It could be a huge bluff on his end, and God, I hope that's the case. And the story could transpire to Kaneki having a family early on and work around there. I don't know, but this next arc is going to be a life-changing event. The chapter only focuses on their love, but underneath the surface is an emotional ride. From laughing at them trying their best to sincere and gentle expressions of something that was once lost. It is a pretty meaningful scene. We may be afraid for what's to come for them in the next arc, but for now, let's embrace the once-in-a-lifetime happiness that Kaneki truly deserved. To be honest, I kind of don't want to give a score, but if I have to be consistent to my reviews, I guess I will do so. So I'm giving this chapter a 9. This is a surprisingly emotional chapter. I know it's only focused on one scene and it's just a love-making process. There's a lot to behold when it comes to the expressions and the emotional depth of this chapter. What are your thoughts of this chapter? I know I said we should relax and enjoy the moment, and that's fine, but I can't help being terrified on what Ishida is planning. Usually this love scene will happen before the ending. So what is the idea behind this love scene? I don't know. And I hope the worst case scenario will just be them splitting apart for a long time. At least they have a chance to reunite it. I mean, the other worst case will be Berserk Golden Age arc ending. If you don't know what that is, good. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time. Take care.